Welcome to another video on my Raspberry Pi 3 in combination with the PiXtend PLC for Programmable Logic Control. My Raspberry Pi is running Raspbian Linux, a special version which is optimized for this PiXtend PLC. Programmed initially in Python. But I'm also trying to get it to run using C. The programming language invented in the 1970s by Kernighan and Ritchie. And I had some problems with them, also with voltage, what's new. So let's go see to the software and see if I can improve it. Alright, last time I stopped with wondering why I didn't get a nice input from the serial input, digital input, sorry. In schematics, this is the digital input. The wiring is now according to the reality, and according to the documentation, the digital input value is completely binary, which is of course logical if you're talking digital, but it also means that if all inputs are wired, then you get the value of 255. So the question is, how do I get that? The solution is effectively simple. These are wires from an old-fashioned breakout box. And if you don't know what that is, please find on the internet. It will be a legacy, but it is there, I hope. Anyway, what I need to do is remove this wire, leave this wire in, and add another wire. So let me do it with this one. I am going to wire them all at the same time. Hopefully I manage. This one is good. And then by wiring everything through, it should be alright and give me the value 255. That is if the voltage is nice and correct, because that is another problem that I'm facing. So let me complete the wiring and check out. Right, I applied the wires right here, and you can see that I by now have set the oscilloscope already. So the question is how it's going to work. Well, first of all, pressing the button here applies voltage from here to the digital input. And I've had some problems applying all wires, so I hope that everything will work. Now I can't measure here, and it's no use measuring here, so I have to measure on the LEDs or the resistors. So let me push a wire and check for voltages. That is, if anything. Right, because I have to put it to ground. Where do I have a ground wire? Here I have a ground wire, which is rather long, so this should help. Yeah, it does help. I have, so now pushing the button again. That is 2.5 volts. The first one. Okay, the first one. Waiting for the 1 second, which has long passed by now. Next. Next. Have to be careful. No change. This is a change to nothing. Okay, this. Okay, here I have some voltage. Here I do too. I think. Yeah. Flat. And I keep pushing that button. Measuring for some signal. Now I have a signal again. So, can I say I'm really convinced? Not really. No. The voltage gives me a headache as previously, because this is 5 volts going through here without pushing the button gives let's see, this is 0, should be 0. No. Okay, let me hook it up. This is 1 volt, something like that. Pushing the button, what does it make? Okay, I have to speed it up. Yeah. Half a second. Now I have full voltage. This is 0, so that is working. So once again, right, then this is 2.5 volts. Next. Two and a half volts. Okay, so letting the probe be. Like this, starting the program, because that is what I want to do. And it is completely 0. Pushing the button. 0. And it really measures everything. The whole bank. It measures everything. So I think that voltage is too low. What should I do? Probably change this resistor. Do I have a resistor that is lower in value? I have to check. Alright, some steps ahead. When I realized that the resistor here, oops, let me put it like this. The resistor here is only for the LED, so when I press the button, the LED, which you see right here, is lighting up. But I can put the resistor is on one end of the one side of the button, so I can use another side to which this wire is plugged in. That means that with a small wiring bridge I can use 4 more wires, which I have. So now situation is probe measuring the voltage before the switch, so straight from here, which is this wiring, this this signal, which has now been set to 10 volts, actually 100 volts. Now we see that. And when changing the voltage, you see it is impossible. This is simply something that is impossible. This probe is measuring the voltage after the resistor. This probe is measuring right after the switch, the button, and this probe is measuring also after the button, but also after the digital input. Now, if I now press the button, what happens? That happens. So the signal from before the button is zeroed, and the other ones showing negative, showing positive and positive. But LEDs are not burning. They're simply not burning. If I take the light away, I can't see them burning. So according to the voltage, 2.5 volts should be just enough to let it work. And another thing is, this LED is working. And this is the LED from the digital output. So that does work. The only thing is, the program isn't running. There is no program running at all. So how can it be that I push the button and this LED is working? This, by the way, isn't, which is in the same circuit as this one. So I'm riddled. And I'm not the only one, because recently someone commented on an older version, an older video of this series, telling that it wasn't straight away working, to which I have to agree. Documentation is mainly in German, a lot of them are in English as well, but so. It's optimized for working with this situation, of course, but it's not making it any easier. So what to do with it? And of course, this voltage makes absolutely no sense at all. What I can do with this one is taking it off and then measuring right here and right here, and then I have to a better 5 volts, that should be it. This probe is absolutely zeroed, and there it goes again, full scale, and I can assure you it is 5 volts, because I'm also using this one for other project, which is 5 volts. and if it had been 100 volts, I would have had smoke here. Definitely smoke. Here and here. Because it's not built for 100 volts. So whatever is happening, I'm not quite sure. And with these strange results, I thank you for watching. And by the way, when I press this button now, oh yeah, now the LED burns again. It didn't a few seconds ago, but now it does. Alright. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and give the video a thumbs up. Please leave a comment or suggestion, very much appreciated. You can also follow me via Instagram and Twitter. If you like what you see and would like to participate, please become a patron and have your name mentioned, become a co-producer. Anyway, please see from my website, which is listed under the video and in the final segment. You can also, if you don't want to be a patron, make a donation via either PayPal or IBAN. This is obviously going to be continued. For now, have a nice day, stay safe, bye bye.